Mike Jones here with Ken's. We have a brand new show. Boy, are you going to love it. My brother Kenny and I own Ken's Stereo Junction. We have a store in Macon and a store in Warner Robins, and we do audio and video and security and churches and ATVs and side-by-sides and tractors and all kind of crazy stuff which you are about to see. Let's get inside and check it all out. Now in my Macon and Warner Robins store, you're going to find a booth exactly like this, and when you come in, you can choose stuff for your car, your truck, or your ATV, or your golf cart and all that stuff. It's nice because you can listen to the speakers. We have a way to come listen to the speakers. You can actually touch and feel and smell if that's what it takes for you to get into the head unit world. And then we have amplifiers on display too, so that you can choose what you want. Some folks will come in and simply need, an AM/FM radio that has Bluetooth, and a lot of folks will come in and say, I really need Android Auto or CarPlay, which that does, is we've talked about that before, but I want you to see it in action. This piece right here goes in your glove box or in your console, wherever you want to put it. This allows you to plug your phone in, or they have different versions that are wireless as well. But this allows my phone to be here. So there's my boo, and there's my daughter, and my mama, and my brother, and all these, right? And here's all my recent phone calls of people that have called me, right? And here's my contacts. Here's my maps, which is nice so I don't get lost. And here's my Pandora. It's really simple, and the grid is just like your phone, and it makes everything work. No, you can't pull up Netflix and watch it right while you're going down the road. That's not a good. We do have a way to do that for your backseat passengers, though. So when you come in, you can choose your radio. That keeps things nice and simple. Touchscreen radios, depending on which versions you get, are anywhere from $300 all the way up to $1,500. There's about 15 different models you can choose from. Also, in the world of single DIN, like CD players like this, you can still get an AM/FM CD with a thumb drive and Bluetooth. Anywhere from $250. Ones without CD are going to be a couple of $100. The reason I bring that up to you is whether you need touchscreen CarPlay or floating screen 10-inch, 11-inch, 12-inch, however size you want, or whether you need all-weather gear for your golf cart or for your ATV, we keep all of this in stock. So when you come in, we can hand pick it, and then we just set up an install tape to get it done. Now, from an installation standpoint, you're probably seeing free installation right here. If it fits in your vehicle without modification, we don't charge labor. We are the only people that do not charge labor. And I mean that wholeheartedly. I've done tons and tons of research that can kind of put that out there. If you want us to reinvent, what you're fixing to see a vehicle in just a minute, that we literally handmade the console and the rear deck and all that, there's a price attached to that, but we're going to go way beyond your expectations in that. Now, let's get back to the business side of this thing. All of our speakers, when you come in, whether you're doing Alpine or DS18, or you're doing JL Audio or Pioneer or Sony ES, all this is on display. So when you come in and all you do is tap any of these buttons, and it lets you listen to which one, because they're going to all sound different, and all of us have different tastes in our music. Bring your phone, we'll sync everything up and play your music. Speakers are going to be anywhere from $60 all the way up to $1,000. And don't go, good gracious, they're just too high. Has nothing to do with it. I'm the same price as them, being online, but we all have this in stock, and we install it for you. So when you come in, you'll get with the brainiacs at the counter, and what they'll do is they'll sit down, get in front of the computer, and figure out everything that fits in your vehicle, and then we can stagger it. I have a gentleman I just was talking to the other day. We set up kind of a 4-stage. We did stage 1 now. We'll do stage 2 in a couple of weeks as budget permits, and then stage 3. You may say, hey, I want it all done like we just did the Skylark you're going to see in a little bit. That was full meal deal. We got to keep it for 2 weeks, and when he got it back, he was like grinning ear to, he couldn't get enough of it. So you're probably seeing a cutaway of some of the custom stuff that we do. But listen, we do all the basic radio and a couple of speakers just to make it sound better than factory, and then we go full boat where you want to sound like a concert. So Ken's in the Macon and the Warner Robins store, talk to the brainiacs, the ones that are smarter than me. They'll pick your system out, and you can get your music on. This is what we do. All right, in the world of Alpine, they are a tried and true car stereo company for as long as I can remember. Matter of fact, back in the days when I did compete, I always used Alpine mids and highs and Alpine amplifiers. Then I went to Rockford Fosgate and kind of teeter-tottered back and forth. But what everybody knows about Alpine is not only are they amazingly durable, but their sound quality is way up here. What a lot of people miss is in the subwoofer world, they make a series called Type S and a series called Type R. This is the Type R 10-inch woofer. They make you a 10 and a 12. And look at this mammoth. This thing is absolutely amazing. Now, these are 750 watt RMS, 2200 watt max power subwoofers. And here's what's cool. This is a dual 2 ohm, which is nice because you'll get a monoblock amplifier that'll go 1 ohm. And if you're right now, you're going, what is he talking about? It sounds like it's Greek. That's what those guys do, is they help you pick it out. But these things absolutely slam. They come in a 10 and a 12, anywhere from about $319 and up, and we do keep these in stock. So when you come in, make sure that we can get the right subwoofer box. It's very, very, very crucial when you do your install with Alpine Subs to have the right subwoofer box, which we build in-house. We do have prefabs, but we build custom ones in-house. And these, again, for $300, anywhere and up. And you have the right amplifier, you'll probably spend, again, between $300 and $600 on the right amplifier. Here's the idea. If you want good, tried and true bass with performance that will last, in other words, I'm running as hard as I possibly can, Alpine Type R is on fire. 1971 Skylark, and before we get into that, I'm going to go from the trunk to the front so you get an idea what it is. This thing was hitting so hard, meaning bass, it was knocking the emblems off the trunk. We're going to address that at a later date. First, let's start here. Check this out. Fully custom done. This is when you say trunk is secondary to me having my bass in place. 6 of the EXL DS18s, you see it is a vented enclosure, which means it is made for massive bass. I want you to go over to this corner right here. Not 1, but 2 batteries, full 0 gauge. This is what keeps the car running when you really want to play it as hard as you want. Now, why do you need all that? Because he has not 1,000 watts, but 10,000 watts of power in this vehicle, 8,000 committed just to the sub. So this is number 1. Let's go around to the front. All right, inside, what you got to remember is he has a theme here, right? Here's purple, white, purple. And they already had the seats in place. What we did is we built this custom console, which has the purple and the white stripe all matched perfect with the floating Alpine, the biggest floating Alpine with wireless CarPlay you can get. 4 6.5s in the console, plus 6.5s in the kick, plus in the rear deck. We remade the console, the rear deck, and it matches it well. You're seeing a cutaway of it now. It has the same purple and the same white stripe built into the rear deck with 4 6x9s. So 4 6x9s, 4 6.5s, 2 more 6.5s, 6 10s, and 10,000 watts of power. Now, this takes a lot of time. Again, this is a 40 to 50 hour job, and just this console alone takes 12 hours to build. But the idea behind it is, he said, cost is secondary to performance and the way it looks when I get done in this Mac Daddy Skylark, and it is absolutely the best of the best. I'm gonna give you a sound demo. If you have one of our systems at your house, this is gonna rattle stuff off the shelf. If you don't, then it'll sound really, really crazy. But you gotta hear how this thing, be ready. Here we go. 10,000 watts of power.
If I be humble, I'ma keep showing my earth if I won't. Hang up the phone on air, block the number. I told you don't play with me. And she be acting funny, probably thinking the beneath. I thought I was fake. She say I'm a cheat. They thought I was taken. I'm ready to mingle. Is you saying let go?
That volume is so crazy. I can't talk. Let me give it to you one more time. Again, 10,000 watts.
I do my little dancey dance. I got my pants with bands. We playing. And I don't think they talk is cheap. Cause now when they talk to me, they paying me. I probably say the word a bit too much. I'm a real nigga. I don't be giving them. Tommy Hill bigger fist with this shit coming go. You stay.
There is no way you can comprehend how good this sounds. The clarity is spot on. The bass is spot on. There is 0 distortion, and this entire car is literally shaking back and forth, not because of the big block motor, but because of the 10,000 watts that we put in there. Now, also I want to show you this. We also came in here and we did our own security system. So the idea behind this security system is this allows us to have remote start. If he chooses, he can put electric door locks on there. It has a 2-stage impact because these old cars, they're easy to steal, and everybody knows that. So we put a starter kill where you can't crank the vehicle, but it also has remote start, which is really, really difficult to do on a 1971 Buick Skylark. And these right here you got 2 different remote controls. This is kind of a valet type remote. And this actually has a paging system built into it if you choose to do it as well. Or you can do a smartphone type setup where you can do it all from your car. The idea behind this is you have to protect your vehicle. So when you come in and buy your system from us, talk to them about alarm. Alarm's anywhere from about $350 all the way up to about $800 and $900 depending on the features that you get. So Viper Security got it all together. Alpine floating screen in place. DS18 mids and highs, 6 10s, 10,000 watts, 3 batteries, a 240 watt alternator, and Kens. This is what we do. All right, in the world, we do a tremendous amount of HD security cameras. We do residential, we do churches, we do homes, we do any offices, all type of restaurants, everything. And the idea behind that is, my number will come up here and I will come out to whatever you're doing and we can choose the right cameras for the job. You may want to be able to have a tag camera, you'd be able to read only tags. You may want to be able to zoom in and out like a robotic type camera. You need to see day and night. You may need audio and video. You may need just video, or you may need just audio, but you may need to record for 7 days, or I have some folks that want to be able to record for 6 months. All of that is simple. That's the reason I come out to pick out the stuff, to make sure we pick out the right quality. We only carry the very best. I do no bargain basement products at all. That's number one. Still affordable. Don't miss that part. We also do on-site service, which means you get a 2-year warranty from us up front. There's no issues there. You don't pay anything extra. That actually very, very cool. In our package, you can get surge protection, battery backup, these all kind of really great things. And I will bring all that to you when we come to you. Now, if you come into the Macon or the Warner Robins store, we have displays set up where you can choose stuff for yourself if you're a do-it-yourself, or you may just want to come in, bring pictures of what you want to do, and we can kind of choose it that way. So we really make it very simple to get you safe and secure. So from a grid standpoint, I'm just giving you an idea about detail. So if I go over here and I'm going to give you a good detail, I need to be able to see everything from color and hair and shirts and what kind of shoes they have and product on the wall. I mean, look at all of this detail. And this is my own business, but I'm showing you just so you can get an idea of a multi-grid view. Hold on. Look at the detail. I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes. I know if something was missing, right? Look at the detail. It's interesting. You gotta have detail. Look at, here's our front. This is our front stoop. This is where our handicap access is into our doors. Again, I have to have audio video to see how many parking spaces. These are just important things to know when it comes to your business or your residence. Very, very important. Hallways and entrances so I can see inside and outside. Such great, look at the detail of this. That is 3 different doors that I can see, right? Outside, inside, inside. Look, right there. I can tell who that is, what it is, where they're going, complete and utter detail. Now, the idea behind this, when you're done, is this all records 24/7. So when I'm zooming in, it's not taking away the record time. That's number one. Number two, you'll have it on your phone. So when you pull up your application, which is really nice, this allows me to see my grid, right? And now I can see it this way, or I can turn it this way, and then I can zoom. So watch this, it'll clear back up. Now it's in full HD, and it allows me to scan through my pictures. It's really, look at that. Look at the views of the street and all that. It just keeps it really easy and safe and secure as it clears up. Now I can see everything all back in the cemetery. That's over at our church. The idea behind that is I can have a server list. Let's say I have my church and my building, my house, and all these things. Here's my server list. This allows me to have every single one of my businesses, and I can just connect them by hitting the play button on everything I want to do. Now, like I said earlier, this is something that I took a picture of the other day. When you're doing a grid like this, right, you have a grid. This is in a neighborhood, right? These folks came in. They were asking what commercial vehicles have been in and out of the vehicle. Well, here we have a picture of the commercial vehicle. We have what it was on the side so they know who was in. And here's the best part, and I kind of blurred a little bit of this out for you. There's my tag, crystal clear, day or night. The idea behind that is we can put that at your home or your business or church or neighborhood or whatever you want to do. We do all of those things. The idea is, here's my phone number. I will come out and we choose these products to make sure you get the most bang for your buck, plus the best possible quality you can get. Again, day, night vision, sound, audio, video, full-time record, all that comes in a package that we make sure do it. We back it up with full installation and on-site service. Once again, there's my phone number. I will come out. We get everything set up to put into your home or your business or whatever you're doing, of course. And again, at the end of the day, all you have to do is what? Put it on your phone, safe and secure. It don't matter if you're in Florida. It don't matter if you're in Italy. It don't matter where you are. As long as you have a phone with service, you'll be able to see your investment. And that is awesome. This is what we do.
All right, in the world of flat panel TVs, we carry Samsung, LG, Sony, and those are 3 of the best brands in our opinion. But here's what you need to know is we will come out, I'll put my phone number up here. It's the first time I've done it on this infomercial. There's my phone number. I will come out there and I will assess what is best to hang a TV on the wall, or I'm sure you're seeing a cutaway while I'm talking, whether you do a mantle mount, one that will pull down, whether it's going over a stone fireplace or a regular fireplace or just flat on the wall, or is it in your theater, or is it in your bedroom? I mean, there's a lot that goes into these things, which is where we come in. Now, if you can take some pictures and you want to come and let our guys help you pick it out, we can handle it from there too. You don't have to wait on me to get there. That's not a big deal as far as that goes. Now, here's the cool thing is we can come out and hang it. We can come out and make sure all the cables are in place. We can make sure everything's terminated. We can make sure everything's clean, and we can make sure you get the right size. So many times in the world of flat panels, people will literally buy a 55 when they really need a 65, or there'll be a 75 when they really needed a 65. That's where we kind of come in and help you choose. Men will automatically go, let me get the biggest TV I can possibly find, and that is wonderful, and I love that you think that way. But sometimes if it's hanging off the edge of the mantle, we probably need to rethink that to make sure that it has something where they walk in your house and just go, what is that giant TV? Now, we have in-store service, but we also have on-site service. What that means, if we come out and put your sound bar and your TV in, or your surround sound or remote control, or we do your cameras and all that, we do everything in-house. What that means is we come to you. That's the reason I give you my phone number, is so that you can call me and I can come out, we can assess the situation, so that the relationship is more than just a one-time purchase, but you have somebody you can talk to and a technician that can handle things whenever there's an issue. Now, if you're just a person that says, I like to just watch,
ESPN, I get it. We can handle that too. We'll put a TV to the wall. We'll lock it in on ESPN and bada bing, bada bang. So just know that between our Macon and our Warner Robins location, we have some extremely brainiac folks that will help you pick exactly what you need. The price is always fair, same as them, meaning .com, but you do not pay more for it. We have in-store and on-site service. This is what we do. All right, in the world of outdoor, again, here we are at summer. Folks are outside, they're grilling, they're out by the pool, they're out there in the yard, they got family coming over. And listen, here's what we all want. We want sound, and people love music. And we got a little spoiled, and we started accepting these little speakers that are about this big. They're $149, and we go, well, that sounds great. It sounds great if you're in an area this big. You're right, and I'm not doubting that works. But if you have the means, which means the means and the time and the area, let us come out and put some speakers in. I'm going to show you a segment in just a minute of a backyard system we did. The speakers outside were a couple of $100 for a pair for the Yamahas, plus the Rock speakers. There's a way to keep this in budget and have amazing sound quality. We do humongous amounts of outdoor entertainment. I say entertainment because we do a lot of audio and video outside. Right now, you're probably seeing a cutaway of a couple of pools that we've done lately. We do a lot of swim pools where you do in-ground, what they call stake speakers, in-ground subwoofers, or you bass heads like me. You can do 1, 2, or I just did a gentleman's yard. Who guys ready for this? 10 in-ground subwoofers. I did say 10, and he also has 20,000 watts of power outside because that man really loves to jam out. So we can do anywhere from that to all the way down to the minimums of, hey, I just want Bluetooth and an amplifier and speakers. So if you're a do-it-yourself, we will pick these products for you, and we carry UL listed and burial cable speaker wire in stock that you can also buy from us. You don't have to go .com, and we got it right here in stock, and we will back it up with a warranty. Now, cutting back to this thing, I'm fixing to throw you over to a backyard entertainment system we just did, but before I do that, I want to remind you, from small to gigantic, it's all about what you want. So here is my phone number that comes up. You call me, just like a lot of folks do, and I will come out, or I'll send one of the aces out, and we'll pick out something that fits not only budget, but will help you to have a sound system not for 2 years, 3 years, but 10 years, 15 years, so you can really enjoy that time where there's just you running solo, or you got this family of 15 out there. It will accommodate all. Let me throw you over to the sound system in this backyard. It is amazing. All right, with outdoor sound, you normally have like your back porch area where you kind of hang out and everything, and we have packages that come with like 2 speakers and an amp, or 2 speakers with an amp and Bluetooth, or 2 speakers and an amp and Sonos where you control it from your phone. Now, the Bluetooth just has a limited range, so when you do Sonos, it works off your Wi-Fi. So we take the Wi-Fi and we extend it out into the yard. We did it through the sunroom in this house, and it gives us control over our volume. Now, Yamaha speakers, less than $200 for a pair. For 2 of these things, they're all weather. They'll last a decade minimum. It's nice because you got plenty of sound. Now, the problem is, to hear it down there, let's put one down there, you have to have more sound because it blows everybody off the porch. Follow me this way. And when you get down here, you'll notice that the sound carries. It's very enveloping down here. And we put in, I'm gonna kind of climb through these bushes right here. But we put in this Rock speaker on the left. Fits in the Dakota. Like this, you didn't even notice it until I pointed at it. There's another one down there, and so I can crank it up. I got plenty of sound on the porch, plenty of sound in the yard. Now we trench this underneath the grass or underneath all this decor pieces right here to get it into the house. All the controls are in the house, so the speakers should be all weather, but you don't have to have an amplifier outside. We come out and we design the system. Again, everybody has their phone or iPad or tablet with them at all times, and this gives me full control to turn it up and down. And I'm 110 feet from where all the equipment is. So now I've got my back porch with sound, and down in my area where my fountain is with sound. And they can do 2 different things if I choose to. So I can have some music playing down here that's more about a water fountain if I wanted to, and I'll be rocking out up there when I'm grilling, because when I grill, I play 80s rock and roll, so that kind of gives you some idea. So give me a call, here's my number will come up, and I can come out and design the system. We can do it in stages, or we can do it like this gentleman did. He said, look, I'm ready to rock and roll. Bada bing, bada bang. This is what we do. In the world of surround sound, we do Sony and we do Yamaha amplifiers. Yamaha has a series called Avintage. Now, Avintage has been out for, now we're on their 8th generation, but what's unique about Avintage is they have what they call discrete amplification. What that means is, in most amplifiers, there's one amplifier that splits to everything. With Yamaha, they have an amplifier per channel, which is really nice, called discrete. It gives you a cleaner sound, and if that doesn't mean anything to you, just keep listening, it gets better. Now, in the realm of them, they make all different versions, and what you're gonna get from them is you're gonna get a single zone or a 2 zone, meaning I can run just my surround sound, or I can run my surround sound and my outdoor speakers with 2 different things happening at the same time. The good thing you need to know is all the Avintage amplifiers have what they call MusicCast. MusicCast is a way for you to control music on your Wi-Fi network in your house and not have to use Bluetooth, because Bluetooth is so limited. So it allows me to use Pandora and Spotify and iHeartRadio and all those things come through when you use MusicCast. Now the difference when you get into these amplifiers is bigger power, bigger video upgrading, and much more from the idea of inputs. This is the new Avintage 6. Now this is an absolute mammoth amplifier. I'm gonna flip this around to give you an idea about the technology that goes into it. So it is a network amplifier, which means you can tie it directly into your network. You see all your binding poles here that allows me to have Atmos 9.2 plus second zones if I want sound out by my pool or by my grill or whatever I'm doing there. Old school inputs for analog, new school inputs from optical side of it, and coaxial, which is nice. Even a set of components, which is really, really nice. Check this out. 2 HDMI outputs with a third over here. This allows me to run multiple monitors. What happens is a lot of times people will do sound on their back patio and sound in their living room, but they won't be able to watch the game in both areas, and sometimes you have to put an HDMI splitter in place. This does that for you built in. It has it already built in for you to run 2 different locations or 3 different locations at the same time. All you do is plug and play type stuff. Now, this is a big mama, and it requires some help. So if you are a do-it-yourselfer, then there's plenty of tutorials from Yamaha on their website to do it. But guess what we do? We have, ta-da, we have tech support. What that means is we will come to you and install this, and we can go through all the features so you don't just buy this big mammoth amplifier and not use it. We have some people who buy them and use 40%, not realizing there's a whole nother 60% that it will do, which is where we come in. We'll come out and teach it and put it all in place. Now, the best features about these guys is the warranty is 2 years in-house and on-site. But that means if you have an issue, they back it up, which guess what? That means we back it up, which means you're not without when it comes to if there's ever an amplifier issue. Yamaha has such an amazing background of history as far as reliability and sound quality. So when you come to the Macon and Warner Robins location, check out the Yamaha Avintage line. It is amazing. All right, New Life Outreach Christian Center in Eatonton, Georgia. Pastor Kilgore and his church has allowed us to do some amazing full HD streaming, full HD displays. It is awesome. Let's get inside and check it all out. Okay, now once you walk right in, like I said, it's cool is now we have, this is a display monitor, so he can use the thumb drive to throw messages up. This is the live view. I walk in, I'm a little bit late, and I need to see if they're in prayer or if everything's already in action. Or they can have a display message up here, so we can pull a message up right here and say, there we go, welcome to New Life. And it is so nice because all of this is being controlled from inside the booth. It keeps it nice and simple. Now let's go back to our live view. It just makes it easy for somebody to say, again, welcome, and this is what's going on. You see that everything's in action, especially if there's like a wedding or a funeral and you're trying to wait for the right time to go into the sanctuary, right? So come on through here. Now, when you walk into the sanctuary, the blessing of this is right above your head here, I'm going to flip sides with him here, this is a PTZ Optics robotic full HD camera. So this idea, you'll see it move here, it allows us to zoom in and zoom out. It'll go left, it'll go right. It allows anything and everything to be seen in full. Look at the view, if you'll see it move in the lens, and look at the clarity above it on this 75-inch 4K monitor, which is super nice. This also allows, look at the clarity, it's unbelievable. So with this 75-inch, this becomes a confidence monitor. So we'll throw another message up here. The idea behind that is if I'm on the stage or if I'm in the praise and I've got, my hymnals coming up or scripture coming up, go ahead and throw me some, just throw something from a text standpoint. This is just a generic piece that we built, but you got to understand, I got to see it from all the way over there, right? So here's my robotic camera for my streaming. We're going to eventually have a robotic streaming camera on the side well to get another view. Now walk this way. The idea here is sound was already in place, and we're going to go full digital on sound as one of our next projects, but this is 265s. They originally had 155, which is what you saw in the narthex in the front. The idea behind these is now when my folks are in here, I can put scripture up there. I can put my pastor starts preaching and he calls scripture. I can put that up there. It has background slides. I'm sure you're seeing a cutaway of some of that software that's built into the computer. We do a computer for streaming. We do a separate computer for the Pro Presenter, which allows me to put up church bulletins and pictures and all the types of messages we want. But the nice thing about this is, let's say you're just packed out and you have 150, 250 people, or 1,000 people, or 1,500, and now you can go to the live view on here as well. Let me show you the live view will come up on here. There's my live view, right? So when I'm here, and you keep watching that, I'm here and this place is packed out. They still have a view of what's going on live while I'm here. And look how much that zoom is absolutely spot on perfection. Now, again, I can put two messages up or the same message. I'm almost done, don't go anywhere. The idea is for these to be linked together or they can be separate. The idea behind that is when it comes to the tithing, and you may not want people to see you online tithing, you can throw up tithing messages like, here's how you give to our church, here's your Venmo app, here's your Tithely app. We set all of that up for you. If you'll just look right back there in that booth right there, you'll see Austin and Jarvis, and that's what they're doing is they're getting everything tidied up and cleaned up. So on this Sunday, just a couple of days from now, they'll not only have HD in-house, but they'll have HD out into your house for the live stream on Facebook. Folks, here's my phone number right here. I came out, we walked all this off together, decided what budget was. We had 3 projects, but this is project 1 and 2, and then we'll get to 3 digital sound next. But New Life Outreach, Eatonton, Georgia, and Ken's. This is what we do. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much for spending that time watching this show. I know it's 30 minutes of your life, and I get that, and I do not ever take that for granted. I try to make sure that folks get to see what we have as far as specials, what we offer as far as a company, and all the cool installs you guys permit us to do. We are very grateful to work for you. I just want to put that out there. We have a way to keep up with all the stuff that's going on, and we have these daily specials that will come up on our social media. That way you can go to our Instagram or our YouTube or our Facebook, like us in those areas so you can kind of keep up what's going on. We don't bombard you with a lot of crazy stuff. We do have daily specials that we'll post daily, and then we have a lot of stuff that will constantly show ideas. So because a lot of people, depending on when you grew up with us, being this month, we just turned 44 years old, and I'm very, very grateful to work for you folks for 44 years. I really am very grateful. I'll never, ever, ever take that for granted. But we do a lot of stuff. So depending on if you grew up, in the 70s or the 80s or the 90s with us, depending on what you know that we do a bunch. And we got a lot of guys and gals in this company that literally mastercraft mind themselves, if that makes sense, to invent ways to do better, whether we do hanging TVs or home theaters or we do custom sound systems or whatever we do, cameras in churches and all these things. They are constantly reinventing that. Now, we don't back that up with, hey, we think we know what we're doing. We have certification through CEDIA. We have certification through MECP. We have certification through low voltage statewide for the state of Georgia. We have all of those certifications in place that really make sure you know that you're dealing with some folks that really, this is a career line for us, not stepping stones for us to make sure that we serve you. So kind of giving you an idea who we are, there's me and my brother's phone number. It's important for you to stay in touch with us. That allows you to get in touch with us if you have a great experience. I need to know that so I can reward the right people for doing a good job by you. I just got a text message from my buddy named Roger down in Dublin, Georgia. He sent it. His exact words were, you guys were amazing. Your crew was absolutely, and that's why I've been buying from you since 1978. And I'm very grateful to work for him in Dublin, Georgia. And the idea behind that is, that's what we do. We want to have that repeat relationship where we consider you guys to be a part of the Ken's family and us a part of your family. So there's our phone numbers one more time. That's how you tell us what we're doing good. Hey, if we're not doing something right, that's how you tell us what we're doing wrong. A lot of times people will blast out to social media. For some reason, there's that vengeful moment that people have to get. If you have an experience that's questionable, I need to know so that I can reprimand the one that didn't do it right, even if it's me. And that way I can make sure that we get you back in gear just to make sure our relationship remains. In Psalm 30, I always have scripture at the end of this. In Psalm 30, verses 11, it says that you removed my welling with gratefulness. So you removed my, Psalm 30, verse 11 and 12, if you want to read it. It says, you turned my sackcloth, and it's a whole experience about him saying, at one time, this writer was saying, I was in misery, and you turned that into joy. I was in unsureness, and you turned that into me having faith and salvation. That's what God does for us. When I read that scripture, I remember that time when I was just in misery internally. You didn't see it on me externally. I was dressed just like this in those days. But internally, it was a warfare for me. And the minute I fell in love with Jesus and I started praying and I started serving him, it is unbelievable what he's done through my low seasons and through my high seasons. I encourage you, fall in love with Jesus. He will not let you down. Come see us at Ken's and make it. It's summertime again, and you will be traveling on vacation. Things you might want to talk about. Stupid. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm ready. 2, 1. You did 3, 2, 1. I just had wings roll in my head.
All right. I'll let you go.
Okay. Mike Jones here with Ken. It's with Ken. Mike Jones with Ken. It's one of us. He's right there. Ready?